What's up, my fellow legendaries? It's Rainquaza here, and today I'm bringing you week 4 of the CPL, my match against frickin' Morphniks. This probably was one of the most concerning matches. He is the head of the, I believe you pronounce it Brisbane, Bagons. I'm pretty sure I butchered that pronunciation. But going into this, I'm 3-0, and going into it, he is 2-1. He lost in a very close game to Tom the Swallow last week. If I can find the match, I shall link it in the description. Very, very close. He didn't really seem to be playing to the level I'm used to seeing him play at. So I was hoping that he would play slightly higher caliber against me to get a very good match. And you'll have to see for yourself if he does it or not. Going into this match, I was expecting him to bring Heatran, Frostlass, Reuniclus, and Hitmontop, or some combination of those. He didn't bring a single one of them. I was absolutely not expecting Mega Pinsir because I have like 12 count. Almost every single one of my draft picks can deal with Pinsir almost on its own. If I run the proper spread, most Pinsirs don't run even a bug move. So, even Mega Slowbro would be amazing to deal with it. I was definitely expecting Gigalith. I was almost 100% sure that he was going to run Sandforce. I'll get into that as the video comes up. Serperior was definitely a concern when I was team building. I knew he was probably going to run a sub-variant, but I really didn't have a whole lot to deal with it. I decided I might as well bring some sand to try to outspeed it and deal with it that method. Vaporeon is a big threat to my entire team. I brought Rotom to deal with that. And Cofagrigus, I'm running Dark Pulse on my Rotom Mow. Should 2-hit KO it, unless it's running a especially defensive variant. So, without further ado, let's get right into this match. I lead off with, he leads off with his Heatran, as I lead off with my Rotom. So, I was expecting him to try to get a Brox. I probably should have led off with, I actually want to talk about my team a little bit before I go into this match. I'm running a slightly different variant, a mostly specially defensive, slightly physically defensive Hippowdon. Almost completely specially defensive, actually. A little bit of offense in there, too. Running Crunch, Earthquake, Toxic, and Slack Off. Toxic to cripple his Pokemon, see if his Vaporeon, make Vaporeon reveal if it has Heal Bell. I have a very interesting spread. I brought Colin, the Stoutland, because it also works with Sand Rush. Another thing that I can use to outspeed Serperior if I want to. And I decided I wanted to bring a Nasty Plot, Porygon Z, with Magic Coat, Bounce Back Hazards. I was expecting him to bring Frostlass. That was mainly there. I would Magic Coat and bounce his spikes back onto his side of the field, but since I didn't see it, and I really didn't like the Gigalith matchup, I decided I might as well lead with Rotom. He goes for Protect first turn. I go for Trick. I was not expecting him to have Protect at all. I go for Trick again because I have no reason not to. Because nothing on his team really wants to get Tricked something, and I didn't think he was going to want to bring in Pinsir and reveal what set it was this early in the match. I knew it was Mega, but there's several variants he could possibly be running. Here I trick him. I get his red card. He hits me with a move and forces him out into his I almost said Mewtwo King because of Strikes Back. I know it's supposed to be Emperor Strikes Back, but I always think about like a Mewtwo striking, and he's also purple. But Nidoking, he gets sent into Nidoking, which was awful. I wasn't even sure if he was going to bring Nidoking. I'm running a proper Hippowdon variant that I should be able to live 2, unless he's like Modest Specs or something. That's definitely Sheer Force Life Orb damage. I barely live 2 of them, and take him out with an Earthquake. Pretty risky play on my part, but I really just wanted Sand up. if I had to lose it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, honestly. Hopefully the awkward cut isn't too awkward, because my sister came in and she sprayed Febreze throughout my room. And now it would smell great, but she sprayed too much of it. So, like, I had, like, a spinning headache, and I had to, like, take a break for a little while and, like, collect my thoughts. So, getting right back into the match, he goes into Revenge the Pincer. Now, I know for a fact, by the way he brought this in, that he's a Moxie Pincer. He probably doesn't have Swords Dance, and he's max speed. So, I know for a fact that I don't want him to get a Moxie boost, so I go into my Excadrill. Take the incoming obvious, super obvious Quick Attack. He actually could have gone for an Earthquake trying to predict a possible switch. I don't know why, honestly, I don't know why he went for the Quick Attack. I was pretty confident with this play, though. I knew he wasn't going to Mega Evolve, and I wasn't even sure that an Earthquake would kill me, because I'm, like, a slightly defensive variant. So I was absolutely fine with the situation. Now, he reveals that he is 100%, by that damage, I can tell you that he does not have a band, he's actually... And the fact that he went for a Quick Attack tells me that he's probably not Scarfed either. Which tells me that he's 100% Mega. Now, he goes into his Excadrill. No, wow, Excadrill, wow. I can't believe I just said that. His Gigalith. I don't know why he switched in Gigalith. I can tell you by the percent damage that I did to him that he is not max HP, max defense. He is probably max HP, max attack, 100. I do know for a fact that he's Sandveil. I mean, Sandforce by that percentage. And he's fully offensive, aside from Protect. I knew he wasn't going to want to miss out on his chance to bring Sandforce to this battle. Actually, I talked with Aura a little bit beforehand. He's like, there's no way in heck that he will bring Gigalith with Sandforce, because Sturdy is so good. I was like, he's not going to miss out on an opportunity. Gigalith already has base at least 130 attack stat. I actually, when I'm helping team build for Omega Zero's draft, I told him to pick up Gigalith in NU because Stoutland wasn't available because of Sandveil. Wow, Sandforce. So, he's just going for Protect. I'm changing up between Earthquake and Iron Head, so he can't, if he does want to preserve this, he can't accurately determine which move I'm going to go for. So, I just wanted to go back and forth between my two different moves, so that he doesn't feel safe switching into anything. He might switch into his Cofagrigus expecting an Iron Head and take over 50% with Earthquake. Now I switch into my Slowbro against his Vaporeon because it's my safest pivot. I can go into this and then determine what I want to go out into. By how little that Skull does, I know he's fully defensive and I can set up on this thing, which I do. I proceed to Mega and go for a Calm Mind. I expected him to Wish Pass this turn, so I believe I go for Scald, predicting him to go into his Pinsir. Or do I heal? I think I heal. I knew he was going to switch, but I wanted to heal. Yeah, that's what I went for a heal this turn. That comes up later in the game. Alright, now, I believe I went for Scald because I thought he was max HP, max physical defense. And after how much that Scald did, I was pretty sure he was max HP, max physical defense. He goes for his Haze. I could probably stay in here, but I'm pretty sure he has Rest. So I switch out into my Rotom. Probably a poor decision. I really didn't care. I really should have preserved Rotom for later because the stupid Vaporeon, which I know I need it for. After Burn, I was pretty sure I've done calcs. Dark Pulse kills every variant of Cofagrigus except for almost fully specially defensive or fully specially defensive Cofagrigus. That percentage, that 40%, tells me he's max HP, max special defense, and it cost me my Rotom. Now, at this point in the game, before this turn, I was pretty confident. I had 6 Pokemon. After this turn, he'll have 3 Pokemon. I was very confident. I knew that there was almost no chance that I would lose the game until this point. When he kills my Rotom-Mow, I realize I have nothing for Vaporeon. I need my Sand up, which basically means Serperior is going to get a chance to set up if it's a sub-variant, and I'm probably going to lose both my Sandrush Pokemon. He dies to Burn, triggering a double down, worst case possible for me. If I would have done less damage with my Dark Pulse, or not even gotten the burn at all, I would have Volt Switched out there, preserved it, probably gone into my Porygon Z, and clicked Nasty Plot and won from there. But I did not go for it because he had the burn and I was pretty sure I would kill. Again, and the burn also caused a double down. So, that burn did not help at all. It actually it may have cost me the game, actually. You'll have to see, but that was probably the worst possible case scenario, was me scalding and getting that burn, and then not killing or flinching with Dark Pulse. Alright, now, he goes into Serperior. I sort of expected this. I did not, however, expect him to be a substitute variant. I thought he might go for a Leech Seed first, get impatient. So I went for a Toxic. Earthquake easily breaks his subs, but I didn't think I needed to hit Earthquake. I believe he revealed Leftovers. No, he did not reveal Leftovers earlier, so I was expecting him to be like a Sub-Seed variant. Here he just goes straight for the Leaf Storm, which I get to preserve his sub, makes sense. Again, now I'm in a pretty crappy position, because I've got to go into my Excadrill. I have to break his sub. I go for Poison Jab, because I know he's not going to want to switch out. It will do the most damage to him. 100% break his sub. And now he's a scary Pokemon. He's +4, but now I'm very happy I brought my Stoutland, because if I did not bring my Stoutland, this thing would proceed to sweep my team. If he's running more speed than my Porygon Z, which my Porygon Z is timid max speed, but Serperior naturally outspeeds, as long as he's running max speed, even if he's running like Modest or something else. Now I go for Retaliate, kill him. Good decision. I don't think Return would have killed, so I went for Retaliate. I know that means I'm forced to switch out now, but I'm actually pretty okay with the position I'm in. I go out into my Slowbro, because this is my pivot. He can't do anything to me. I'm trying to bait him to go into his Pinsir at this point, because his Pinsir, literally, if I scald his Pinsir and burn him on him Wish Passing, I win. Easily sweep from there with my Porygon Z, especially with his Nasty Plot. He does not reveal Toxic, so I don't know if he even has it. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. No, he's Scald, Wish, Protect, and we never see a 4th move. So he's either Heal Bell, probably Heal Bell, because he doesn't reveal Toxic ever, as far as I remember. Here I go for a Scald. You might think that's a poor decision, me not remembering that Water Absorb is a thing. Nope, I was predicting him to hard switch into his Pinsir here, and on my Scald, on my Slack Off, Burn puts me in a percentage where he kills me with Return after he Mega Evolves, and then he can proceed to sweep me, or he might even be able to if he's actually running X-Scissor, or if his Pinsir actually is Choice Scarfed, he can go for an X-Scissor, kill me, and get a Moxie boost, and probably proceed to sweep my team, assuming that Sand goes down. So I went for the Scald, trying to catch him, Wish Passing into his Pinsir, which has taken some damage, by the way. It's at 95%, not quite completely full. He'd recover all the HP if I did go for an attacking move, so that would have been his optimum play. Instead, he keeps this thing in. I look like an idiot, and he heals himself back up to full, and my Slowbro dies. I'm fine with Slowbro dying, because Slowbro is essentially setup fodder, doesn't do a single thing for me. I go into Colin. Alright, so I probably should have clicked Return. His name is Return. I should have clicked Return. He did not, at this point, reveal that he had Protect on this. And based on the fact that he had Protect on his Gigalith, I did not think he had Protect. So I went straight for the Retaliate, knowing it would do about 80% and be an easy 2-hit KO. I went for Retaliate, he actually reveals Protect. Sandstorm stops. This thing is now worthless to me. I go for Retaliate. Does absolutely nothing. Luckily, I do not get Scald Burned. Now, I know, based on the percentage I did, he's either going to Protect or he's going to toss a Wish up in the air. So I know I can go straight into my Porygon Z. If he does go for a very risky Scald, which he does not go for, I knew for a fact that he was going to go for Protect or Wish there. Any player in the world would go for that move, unless they thought that Vaporeon wasn't important to them, which pretty much it's the win condition at this point. I go for a Nasty Plot, essentially, because at this point, I know that I can set up and win. Even if he burns me here, I know that I can win even after his Protect turn. Tri-Attack easily one-shots this, and since he never actually Mega Evolved his Pinsir because he was greedy and wanted to go for a Quick Attack and get a Moxie Boost earlier in the match, he loses. If he would have Mega Evolved earlier, I'm going to see if the speed comes up if I go like this. It doesn't tell me speed. I'll check the speed immediately following this match. I'll actually do a jump cut as soon as this finishes. He goes for a Quick Attack, which I knew for a fact wouldn't kill. I had Stoutland with Retaliate in the back pocket. I knew for a fact Stoutland could live one, even at 67%. Porygon Z is not bulky at all, even my variant. Mine's max speed, almost max special attack, and a little bit of HP. Not bulky at all. And the fact that that only did 46 to that made me 100. Stoutland would have easily lived. I knew Stoutland would have lived. Great game to Morphnix of the Brisbane Bagons. Couple of misplays in this match. Very good counter team, by the way. Did not expect a lot of the things he brought. Clutched a 2-0 victory, but pretty much every single thing, like, his team was stacked. Like, he had pretty much all the counters. I didn't expect him to bring Pinsir because I had so many counters, so I didn't really run a whole lot of stuff for Pinsir, per se. Honestly, if he would have Mega Evolved, instead of getting greedy and going for the Quick Attack, he probably would have been able to... He would have outsped and killed me with Return, which probably would have clutched in the game. If he would have revealed his Mega, I would have saved Slowbro, because that would have told me that he did not indeed have what is it? Swords Dance. He actually didn't have Swords Dance. The log isn't loading, but we talked after the match, and he told me that he was running Close Combat specifically for Porygon Z, and some other things. I forget exactly what he said. But if he had Mega Evolved earlier in the match, he easily would have won. I could have played a million times better, but since he didn't Mega Evolve, I knew that I could easily clean up the game with Porygon Z. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button. Possibly Focus Punch if it doesn't take you too long. I'll wait for a second so you can do that. Anyway, while it's actually, my editor is on leave right now, so no super fancy editing right now, I'm sorry. Expect it in the future, and I hope you all have a happy holidays.